is.
That's not relaxing.
Especially after last week.
Well, last week was rather nice. A nice little battle royale to see who was the strongest among you.
Cough.
It was
It
terrifying.
was Bob. Bob was the strongest.
Bob
Bob
was
got
OP.
eliminated.
It would have been
super
hilarious if Serenity had won.
Quick. It would have been
She's
actually.
not one of us. She almost did.
Yeah. To be honest, that was to highlight the entire thing. If you ever get around to watching this and then go back to watch the Battle Royale, just skip to part 2. Part 1 was literally everyone mucking about, and then part 2 is when things get serious. That's the only way to describe it. The first part, oh yeah, this is great. This is great. It's like doing paintball. And then part 2, whoever wins
Yeah.
gets to keep the beer.
Yep.
But it was awesome. Durithil won. Spoiler alert.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Now
you.
such is
I would have clapped, but
blessed.
I'm holding cough.
And of course, he has that awesome art as well made of him now. Being
Yes.
all-
Yes.
There was
the
artwork.
amazing art.
I
Haven't
found out
you
the name of the
seen
guy.
No,
Hold
I
on.
haven't. Where is his art? Show me this art.
Hold on.
It was shared in the group.
It was in the Facebook chat. Did you
It
not
had
see?
like a proper commission done of Dorothea.
Probably might have missed it. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
hold on. Hold on a second. I'll find it.
I'm actually scrolling back to our Facebook chat right now.
Yeah, she saw it.
That's the Eldorado
I mean,
thing.
she messed up my Dragon Ball.
You can
but
go
it's
to
really-
shared pictures, surely. Shared
I could, but that means I have to then go into the Messenger Facebook app, and I've got to scroll through it all. Just
Well,
as
you
slow and
Hang on a minute,
irritating.
I'll resend it.
Well, if you go on the actual messenger thing in the chat, you can search through the chat so you can
Oh, found
find
it.
the bit that you talk
There you go.
about.
I've sent it as a new thing in the chat.
There we go. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
rather cool. I will admit. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of the messenger thing now because it pings every time someone sends a message.
Boop.
So we'll get back to where we were with you all last time,
Mm.
which was, of course, you had gone to Verilanium. Well, you were still in Verilanium, but you went to the sealed-off residential district to try and stop the plague. Nearly died. Well, I didn't say nearly died. Nearly had a combat and ran away,
Run away!
but taking some poisoned food in the process and finding that the entire place is ripe with poison, disease, and necromantic energies. And then, as you all exited, you split your separate ways. Bob and Jin went to the warehouse district and caused a bit of kerfuffle on Bob's part as they left, which we'll get to when Tom arrives. Durithil went off to the library secundum to hand over the rotten food and go, hey, is this really so bad, and is there a way to cure the disease? And we'll know more in the morning, because these things take time. And now we catch up with the ladies.
Right
With
then.
Shinju and Trim.
Come, this way!
Right behind
This
you.
way, Sooth Verily. You arrive back at the Katona estate. The guards let you in. They try very hard not to vomit in their mouths because you do stink of right sewers,
I was just gonna
which was
say.
what we discussed. It's like you haven't washed since you came out of the sewers.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's-
say.
We're adventurers. We don't wash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Shinju, do you have that cleaning spell that I can't pronounce?
Prestidigitation.
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 Prestidigit. Frick! Can't say it.
It's the Percy name all over again.
But I could
Press.
press
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Yes, there you go.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yay!
I really want to see a webcam of your face at that point. All I can see is you closing your eyes and really trying to focus on the words and just
Yeah.
fucking it up every time.
Well, the thing with me is that I literally pronounce words how they're literally spelled. Good example is sandwich. I pronounce the D, even though people pronounce it without the D. I'm like, sandwich.
I always
No, I
like-
say a sandwich.
the D is the
Yeah,
most important
sandwich.
part.
Yeah. So looking at that, it's like prestidigit. Frick, I can't say it again.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Imagine you have a stutter in the middle. You're becoming
It kind of
Granville
reminds
from...
me of Ronnie Barker.
sorry, not Granville.
Open All
Arkwright
Hours.
from Open All Hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Oh, Granville.
yeah, prestidigitation.
There you
Is
go.
that right?
Close enough.
Okay. Close
Either
enough.
way. Okay, then should
Okay.
you do prestidigitation? You smell nicer, I assume. I don't think you can make yourself smell worse.
You don't think
Yeah, they can, but imagine they choose. to.
I'm
think
assuming
so,
you're making
yeah.
yourself smell nicer, but I don't think you want to smell worse. Smell like the
Well,
zombies.
Lavender.
But anyway,
Whatever.
where are you going to go within the Katona estate?
Well, up to Dad's office. I can't remember what I was going to say to him.
you're
Just
gonna
made
say
sure.
you were gonna talk about like
Why?
like the process of like how does the deliveries work? Like, do
Yeah,
they get
that-
to the warehouses then sent off, or just
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I also think I said, didn't I, off call as well, that I was going to pretend to be all interested
yeah,
and that
yeah.
I'd met the bloke and what have you. Yeah. Now, I was just reminding myself from a couple of weeks ago
It's okay.
that we
It's
we
been-
know what the plan is. So
Okay.
yes, I'm gonna go up to Daddy's office and go and knock on the door and
Yeah.
wait for him
Yep.
to come in.
Should I act as like a kind of hire, like mercenary for hire kind of thing? Like, because I never actually said a single word during that meeting, so
Nah, I think probably just stay sort of in the background, almost if you were my servant, sort of thing.
okay. Okay.
Well, not in the background.
That's fine.
obviously.
Then I know, but no,
Play
just
along.
ready to protect. Yeah, I'll play
you
along.
Can say, just play a lot. You can talk, just play along.
Yeah. Before we actually enter the thing, I'm going to cast tongues on myself.
Yeah,
I am. Yes, of course, because that's how the spell works. Yeah, I'm going to cast tongues on myself, so if they do switch to Elven, I can at least understand what they're saying.
Wonderful. That's fine. They're probably going to end up speaking in Elven a lot anyway.
Oh,
So-
blimmin' it. Come on, Tashi.
Well, they are elves. It's expected. So you enter your dad's office, Shinju. It's that same dull, very organised room that you despise so much. And he's still at his desk. He hasn't moved. Clock up in the corner is ticking away. Not in the corner, on the side. On one of the walls. He's ticking away happily. He's going through his books. He doesn't even glance up and just says, Shinju, what do you want?
Daddy, I think I've met my betrothed. Couple of doors down, Techie, I don't know, but I have met him.
His name's Suki.
Suki. Thank you, Trim. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Ah. So you've met the Golden Moon.
The Golden
nice.
Moon.
Yes, his last name is
That's
Gerudo.
Ah, Gerudo.
Honestly.
Ah, yes.
But what do you think? Is he to your standards?
Why, yes, he was a pleasant surprise. He's just like me, don't you know?
At which point he stops writing, actually puts down his pen and looks up. Now completely distracted from his work. Come again.
He's just like me. He was there throwing a party. Lots of half-elves, drink, food, music, limericks, ice cream. All the normal stuff.
Well, we obviously conducts himself differently from business and at home. I'm a bit stunned by this revelation. Still, I'm glad you're happy. It means we can finally get things underway. Of course, you realise that you can no longer leave home because we need to arrange and get everything sorted. You'll have to stay.
But Daddy, for at least this evening and this afternoon, I've got to go and meet back up with the others. They have other things of mine that they've taken off. That they have of mine. So I've got to at least meet up with them tonight. And it's not just a ploy.
We have servants for that. Stay here, get a good night's sleep. We'll need you to get everything all organised for all the big day and everything, and we'll get the servants to run around and look for your friends and get all your belongings back.
Oh, no. I have some unfinished business with them. They have some business.
What sort of unfinished business?
Well, we have been helping in the military quarter, you know, while we've been running around. We haven't just been all fun and games.
Well, it's nice that you've been taking an interest in the military, but I'd much rather you took an interest in business.
Well, Dad, of course I take an interest in the military.
Am I going to go to my bedchamber and find a young man sound asleep in my bed?
Not this time, Daddy.
Not again.
We all know what happened at my 18th.
Please don't remind me. You broken trim. Properly broken trim.
So sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Oh, trim is down due to excessive laughter.
This is when it's like a TV show we're recording, and then all of a sudden we just have to stop the camera.
Yeah.
This is the outtake.
I can't even. Ow. I'm crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
I don't want to stop. I just want to let you have this laugh run out.
Oh my
So you
god.
can keep going.
I don't know.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna try and remain composed. Okay.
No, won't happen again, Daddy.
I sincerely hope not. The next
Right.
one I find I'm hanging.
Well, the bit of unfinished business that I've got with them is that I said I would direct them to the next port, or at least the port where our main source of food comes from, so they might happen to see if they need any more help around. If you know where our main trading path is.
Our main trading paths are with local farms and farmers. To the north, to the northeast, and to the west.
Ah. And just comes straight to us, or do we ever get to see any of the product, or is it just purely run by the crew?
No. It comes straight to the warehouses, and from there it's handled by the Gerudo family.
And
We
when
merely
did
ship
you...
it. We don't do anything more than that.
Ah. So
Could I-
when...
Oh, I was
Sorry.
gonna say, can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I mean,
Hey, welcome, Tom.
Tom.
You've dismissed the laughing fit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Christie. I mean, it's been about like 30 seconds of Christie talking and 5 minutes of Trim dying of laughter.
Sorry.
Yeah, Shinju inadvertently cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Which is
Right.
kind of hilarious.
It is kind of funny when you think about it. Anyways, 15 on insight. He's being truthful. No doubt of a lie.
And how long has the Garudas had help in our company? I mean, surely there was other people before them. They've only said they've been here for 15 years.
Well, I'm not surprised really. He didn't take much of an interest. But before that, it wasn't the Gerudo family. It was all the family business, from farm to the shop. That was all us. Since then, it was more profitable to just do the transportation and let someone else handle the costs of actually supplying shops and homes with food. Just transporting it is relatively cheap.
Then do you know that all our emblem is still on all of the trading goods as
We
well?
may have had to have loaned the Gerudos a lot of the necessary storage containers. They all need to be branded.
Anything you can think of, Tashi, to sort of ask or butt in and say?
I did think of something, but now it's completely gone, probably from that laughing fit from earlier. Because there was something that he was surprised about. There was something that he was surprised about, and I can't remember what it was.
Well, he was surprised that he was different.
The young
Garuda.
lord acts differently between business and social.
That was it.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
gone from
was
Alan
wondering.
Sugar to your best mate.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what's he like, sort of on both sides, like.
Yeah, I was thinking of someone asking that.
Yeah. You can ask if you want.
Yeah. So then, Daddy, I mean, all this trading stuff is very, very confusing in my head. It's going to take me a few weeks to all understand it all. So when you met him, didn't you think that I'd like him? Because he's absolutely wonderful. Like I say, he's the exact same as me.
I didn't think you'd like him because he was the same as everyone else. And
How do
you
you-
hate anyone that I've arranged for you. Every time
Everyone
I've
else.
tried, you've rebuffed or you've done something stupid to drive them away.
Ah, yes, like the hedgehog.
Let's not talk about the hedgehog. For the love of God, let's not talk about the hedgehog.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say to you, Daddy. I mean, surely I'm
Well,
doing as you
If you
wish.
want any more information, you'll have to ask Lord Gerudo. And unfortunately, the only time you'll have to do that is after your nuptials. And he rings a little bell on his desk and 2 soldiers walk in.
Jeff, no.
Jeff, see Lady Shinju to her quarters, make sure she doesn't leave, and give her friends somewhere to stay as well. That'll be all.
My sorry to interject, but could I be sort of close to Lady Shinju where we'd both be resting? I'd rather
We have plenty of guest rooms near family rooms. You will not be too far.
Thank you, sir.
You're quite welcome, small person.
Small personage.
Yes.
Just have this Kill Bill like weird thing going off in my head. But no, I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
This-
you can
like-
tell that like he hasn't dealt with halflings before. Most people have been either the same height or just a foot shorter, not several feet.
right then.
Okay then. So, with that, we'll jump back to Jin and Bob
Yes.
after their recent problems. With that, well, Bob knocked over some boxes on the way out, if I recall, with a really bad stealth roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, originally I said that you guys
We
got away
were-
without.
No,
Go on, what were you going to say?
well, you said we got away, but we had been noticed.
Yes. And we'll pick up at that point. So as you guys try to sneak away down the alleyway, you hear a voice call out to you from the other down towards the docks. Who goes there?
Out of character for a second. Can anyone remember the name I gave that guard? Which I had a real good conversation with
Probably
a couple of weeks
Steve.
back.
Yeah, it was Steve.
That was a guess.
Well, from now on, he shall be known as Steve.
He was the only one that I can remember anyway.
Yeah, the other one was just, playing hardball. Can I make an insight check to see if it is Steve?
Would it be insight?
Perception.
I'd say it's
I
more
think-
perception.
Mm.
So you're trying to use your hearing. Insight's like reading up on body language and things like that. Ooh, 20. It doesn't sound like Steve. So you're not sure who it is.
Are me and Bob hastily getting away, or walking briskly, or just walking nonchalantly?
Well, how do you guys want to go about it? Because I can't honestly remember
well-
how you were leaving. I know you tried to sneak out through a hole in the wall, and then you knocked
Yeah.
over a crate on the way out.
Knocked over something. Yeah, and you said that. I'm certain you said that. We got to the alleyway and started to move, but we had been noticed escaping.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're a little bit hastily. Okay, how do I want to play this? Okay, I shall conform and slow down with Bob, grabbing his shoulder to make sure he's not trying to scarp her in a comical running bit smoke appearing, but he's completely stayed still.
Yeah, the dust
Arms
clone.
reach. Yes, good sir. How may I help?
What are you doing down there?
Me and my good fellow here, Graham, we're just going for, an evening run around the block. Get a bit of cardio, exercise.
Make a deception check for me.
Please roll good.
I really want you to roll good as well.
Ooh.
Bit late to be running around here at night. Surely you'd be better off in one of the parks, or just doing some laps around the Colosseum.
Well, you see, the thing is, we always find the streets a little bit more of a challenge. It definitely keeps you on your toes, old being.
Oh, you one of these free running types that like to bounce off the crates and the barrels?
Yes, and it's a bit difficult to do that during the day or early evening. We have to try and do it in the late at night. It also helps with good senses and balance and night vision.
Well, look, I'm only going to give you this one warning. Sod off, go do some laps around the Colosseum and use the boxes around there. These crates belong to the Gerudo family, and if they break, I lose money. I don't get paid.
not want that to happen to such a fine gentleman as yourself. I do apologise. We shall be briskly moving away to the Colosseum. Just by chance, which way is it, left or right at this crossroads?
He just points in a general direction.
Aye, thank you, good sir. And I just give a quick bow and yank Bob's shoulder round the corner quickly.
Yeah. Okay, then you guys managed to scurry away without any further incident. Where do you guys go from there? Do you go back to the Catones, or do you try and regroup with the others?
I think we'll aim to regroup with the others. Did we agree on a meeting place, or
We
is it?
did.
Yeah,
we said
we
we'd
said
be
the-
back at the tavern and like until dawn, wasn't it?
Um,
The other stuff for a
midnight.
while.
It was midnight.
Yeah.
Alright, so me and Bob, as per the previous plans, because obviously we don't know what's been going on at the Catoons family residence, we shall go to the pub.
Okay, then. So you guys go to the pub. Durafil, were you going straight there after the stuff in the library?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so you guys will all meet back up. So we'll jump back to the ladies. Shinju and Trim, what are you guys going to do? Since you've been told to go to your room and you're going to sit there until such and such a time. You're not allowed to leave. Trim is with you, though.
Are
Right.
we actually in my room? Or are we just walking to it?
No, you are
Okay,
now
right.
in your bedroom.
So I take it there's guards outside. There's Jeff's.
Yeah, there is one Jeff outside.
Well,
It's just the one Jeff with a J and one Jeff with a G.
I was gonna say, shall we try using sleep
we
on
can
him
do.
and see if
I
we
was
can
thinking
sneak out?
we can do, or we can try and tie some bed sheets and climb out of the window and make our escape there. Up to
Where does my bedroom window lead?
It leads out into the garden, and then you can see the back wall to pop out from there.
We could
Make
try.
a perception check as you're looking out through the window.
both of us.
Yep. Alright, cool. As you guys are looking out into the courtyard and everything, you do notice there are no guards along the wall, so if you snuck out the window and made your way down, you could probably hop out and over without anyone noticing.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's start tying these bed sheets trim.
Actually, maybe if you cast sleep on the guard, then we can possibly do the whole bedsheet thing, like without the guard sort of hearing anything, because because I don't know how much noise we'd be making.
I doubt we'd make that much noise tying bed sheets.
I know, but I just want I just want like some kind of security or something to make sure that we don't get caught for trying to escape.
Do we think hypnotic pattern or hold person? Not hold person.
No, not whole
Sleep.
person.
Where is sleep? There is sleep. There. Oh, there you go.
Well, it's entirely down to you which spell you use. Like, I don't want you to use up your spell slots. And
I've used
stuff.
sleep now, so
Oh, okay. Well,
it's wrong.
Well, you sit there and play a nice little tune on your guitar, sounds something like Zelda's Lullaby, and then outside you hear a very gentle thud, followed by heavy snoring.
nice.
Sleep tight, Jeff. Now start tying bed sheets trim.
Aye, aye. Aye, Shinju. We're just tied bed sheets and
You can use the drapes as well.
fair enough.
You're like, I've never seen so many pillows.
Yeah, I've never seen so much stuff in here. God. God, we're just tying these fucking blankets and stuff together. Okay, so I'm assuming it'll take some time doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take some
Okay.
time tying your bed sheets together, tying it off to the bedpost so you've got a nice good anchor.
Yep.
Yes.
Who goes down
Trim,
first,
go ahead
Trim?
and make a dexterity check for me. Whilst I think about it.
Dexterity check. 21.
Alright then. Okay. Then. So what's people's athletics like between you
Like-
two?
As in passive?
Yeah, well, your
as-
passive athletics be, because I'm not going to put you any pressure
plus-
for this.
Plus
Mine's
3, but I've got +4 in acrobatics and +5 in dexterity.
my athletics is 10 and my acrobatics is a 12.
That with passives, yeah?
That's passives.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright then. So, it'll be athletics, because you are physically doing something, you're not trying to battle out of the way or anything like that. You don't need to roll, FYI.
Alright.
I'm just using a passive, because I'm not putting you any time constraint. So, yeah, you managed to make your way down. Your your bedsheet rope holds very, very well, thanks to Tashi's dexterity check. Good
Nice.
tight knots all the way down. It gives you plenty
Well,
of...
as a weaver, I have to.
Yeah, well, who knows? You might have made some bad knots. But no, they're all good. Now I'm going to need you guys to make some stealth checks for me to make it across the garden. In the
Okay.
dead of night.
Now, this definitely reminds.
Yep, this is definitely a roll.
Ooh, 21 again.
And 22. My god, you guys are rolling high tonight. Okay, you guys managed to sneak on through. You can quite happily climb over the wall the other side. And you guys are free of the Catone mansion.
Freedom!
Trim was given a
That was
stop.
surprisingly easy.
It's much easier than what it should
High five! High five, Shinju.
High five. Just do that and
Yeah.
then dogs start barking.
be. I was
Oh,
about to say,
damn.
you do the high five and then suddenly all the alarms go off.
Run!
No, I won't do that to you. So, yeah, you guys managed to make your way out, and you all reconvene back at the Merchant Arms, I think it was.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the name of the local pub. I shall bring you all over to that wonderful map.
Why am I so dead?
Because they're all tokens, leave them be. So we'll have Jin, and Bob, and Duracell. We'll leave you two outside for a minute. So, you three. You know, it's quite late in the evening. The bar is still open. It's a constantly moving bar because some ships come in late at night, some leave early in the morning. What are you doing? What's going down?
So, how many of you had gin? Gin? Yeah, gin.
Excuse me. A bit too many whiskies, I think, there.
Ugh. Does Coke
Yeah,
exist in this world? Can I have a rum and Coke? No, just rum. All right.
What's a Coke? You mean some of
It's
some
like
of this,
it's,
and he gives you a
it's
small
like a special
pouch.
caramel. And just give me a pint of rum.
It's like grog. Just add grog to it. Just
Yeah,
grog.
yeah. Just add grog to the alcohol. So, tell me, how did? Okay, can I? Nah, Durethal wouldn't at this state. I kind of like stage whisper, like, "How is the warehouses?"
Can I just flick him behind the back of the head? Just like, shh.
I'm too drunk to feel it.
Well, even honest truthfully, I can't remember actually what happened when we went into the warehouse. We didn't find anything, did we?
Nothing incriminating, but you did find several invoices were from an unnamed gentleman, if I recall.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a quick peek around. How many people are in the bar? the same time.
Very, very few. It's like 2 or 3. Plus the barmaid, so make it 4 or 5.
And is the dead body still on the floor?
No, I'll get rid of the dead body. Dead body's gone. Whoops. Wrong thing.
I would spell go, as I'm looking around, see the dead body still there, and just go, okay, just quickly.
How's the blood
Oh,
cleaned out on the
sweet.
floor?
It's respawned. There is a slight stain on the floor, but it's a bit hard to tell. It's kind of the same colour as all the other stains on the floor now.
Have I got a false moustache on? Just to make sure nobody notices it's me.
No, you haven't.
Why would you? Okay. So he recounts the... Oh, what did he find out at the warehouse?
It's just like selling invoices. We couldn't find anything incriminating or directly linked.
Oh.
But we did find invoices within the kind of like office bit. Yeah. Just like, as Brian says, invoices that have a nondescript nature with a nondescript recipient.
I delivered the body? Yes, it was a body I found. Okay. To...
Body?
Oh, no, the infected...
It was infected food.
Sample.
infected food. I brought it to my good friend at the Secundum. And it's currently analysing it. Hopefully by morning, I'll probably have to disguise myself again and return. But we'll be able to find out whether it can be cured or not. I'm going to go with no. We might be able to find out some information, like maybe where it was coming from. Although we know who was dropping it everywhere. So, where's Shinju and Trim?
My dear friend, you never know. There may be a cure. We just have to find out.
I mean, my prognosis is grim.
And at that point, Trim and Shinju, you guys walk in as well. All sneaky and suspicious.
Still tiptoeing.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm dead. There we go. Yeah, just sort of sneaky, like, that was surprisingly easy.
Yes, it was. All apart from that slight incident with the topiary over the fence, but apart from that.
Yeah.
Who knew bushes could fight back?
Huh. What was this hedgehog that your father mentioned, by the way?
Oh, well, it all started when I started seeing one of the boys from the local hockey team.
Huh?
Oh no.
Okay. Well,
That's something that I'll have to tell you when you're... Well,
When
yeah.
you're older, Trim.
When you're older, Trim.
hey, I'm like 23! God damn it. I'm like 23, damn it.
Yes,
Well,
and she's a wood elf.
basically-
She is
Ah, yes, but you're
considerably older.
halfling, so technically you're... Oh, dear me. You younglings. On the right box.
Anyway,
Long story short, he brought me a hedgehog. I took it home. Unfortunately, there was a bachelor there that Dad wanted me to marry, and the hedgehog might have ended up on his seat.
fair enough.
I miss
Well,
Toby, the hedgehog.
that must have been a prickly situation.
Yes.
Yeah, your point is made.
Even Bob went, and just drinks heavily to try and numb the pain from that one.
But
And
anyway.
Bob be surrounded by a few empty glasses of ice cream as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes,
had
he
a
is.
strange
Anyway.
dream. I dreamt
Anyway,
there was a
guys.
giant red dragon and I killed a lot of you.
That's
Oh.
a strange occurrence.
That's
And
random.
the Trim cried quite a lot, like more than usual a lot. Maybe
Fair enough.
it's a foretelling.
You know what? I vaguely had a similar dream. And I swear Trim hit Bob first.
Trim, how could you? Poor Bob!
Wait, what? I don't. Well. Okay, weird dreams aside, like, what did everyone else find out? Like, what's going on? What are we doing?
Sadly, my labour won't bear fruit until the morning, so I have to go back then.
I've discovered that they cleaned up the dead body finally. Literally just a couple of minutes ago, disappeared completely. Not a trace apart from that slight blood stain in the floor. But we'll just ignore that. Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, invoices and nothing incriminated in the warehouse. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't find out anything that interesting, all apart from Dad seemed very taken aback that that the Gerudos were very much like me. He said apparently that he has a very different way of conducting business than throwing parties.
Well, the Gerudos are usually different.
Yes, he's only ever met the young Gerudo as a
Business
Well.
partner.
yes, as a business partner, not for pleasure.
Well, I'd hope
Did
not.
he say how long ago he met him?
No, I mean, it was just the fact that they come along and that the business was all ours, but the way to make more money was to sell it off to them and just combine the two.
It's not much to go on.
No, he said the only other way we'd find out any information out about the company would be if we went to see him. But I'm not technically meant to be here. We're meant to be locked in my room currently organising my wedding to him.
Would we be able to find out information if you went to him as Shinju Kimini? Kimini? No, wait. Shinju Katone.
Tone.
Katone. I'm
Yeah.
sure we would do this time. I'm sure
I
we
think
would
those
do.
all might have had one too many drinks.
Yeah, I forgot about a different campaign, which is really weird.
It's okay. I'm sure a good long rest will refresh ourselves.
I doubt it, but alright. So,
We have-
what's our plan for tomorrow, team?
Well,
Well,
you go.
no, I was going to say, well, I suppose our only lead is to go and see the Gerudos again.
And,
See them out of party hours.
so,
I
and you,
think it's probably
you'll introduce yourself as your real self, or for
Yeah.
extra leverage?
Yes,
Alright.
we will do this time.
Uh,
Although we can't hang about long there because,
Should
like I
I-
say, I'm meant to be in the room.
would you rather we split up? You go do that, I go back to the Secundum, or we all go to the Secundum, then we go to the Gerudo?
I don't mind which way around.
Anyone else?
Ideas, people?
Bob? Care to suggest anything?
Well, drink.
You go to sleep, Bob.
Oh,
He face plants the table.
pretty much.
Thank you, Bob, for that scintillating suggestion. Trim, Jim?
Yeah, okay.
Well,
I'm
you-
going to suggest that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say either way would seem to work, although not sure how he'd feel with the whole group of us like
Well, we went
Well, I
there
mean,
all
the
together.
Yeah, true.
No, that's true. So
We can
either
say-
way,
We can say we're her retainers or some such.
Well, you're my bodyguards, basically,
This is
aren't
true.
you?
oh,
Yeah,
and
I
we
do
would need to speak to him
owe
about
him.
the like hiring Jeff for directions
Oh.
to the sewer thing.
Yeah,
That is
hang
a
on,
point.
somebody's called me.
Oh. The point I'm going to make, while Christie's away, is that I did agree to basically, I think, a day of work.
Yes,
Because we
you
had
did give
Jeff.
up your services for the hiring of Jeff.
Mm.
So, I would suggest that maybe if I did work with them for a day, maybe I could find out stuff amongst the servants.
That would be a good idea.
And we could use the shenanigan between Shinju and Lord Gerudo. Maybe, like a fake wedding. Except we wouldn't let it go as far as a wedding, of course. But,
Sorry, I'm back.
yeah, Shinju is busy saying that because I agreed to do a day of work, maybe I could do my day of work and find out stuff from the servants inside the Gerudo mansion. And
Yes.
that you could also, for now, go along with the engagement plans and find out more from him, and then we'll cancel things as needed.
Yes, well, that was virtually my idea anyway, was just play
All
dumb
right.
until
Oh,
needed.
great idea. Great minds. All right.
Then I'll stay with Shinju then, since this sort of
Last
since
scene
I'm more
together.
acting as her. Yeah,
Prefer
Pretty
we all went to
much.
the Gerudo estate at the same time, unless like Jin and Bob want to sneak in somehow.
Do you want to go up his back door, Jin?
Blimey, that was a bit.
That
Well,
escalated
I haven't-
quickly.
I haven't asked him out for lunch yet.
Sorry, I'm just
But
thinking
what
of
does
it.
the group want me to do?
I'm just thinking of a slightly different way of dressing Jin up as a woman and getting him to do that.
well, you certainly pass as one.
And Bob, please, like a tiny skirt and makeup, a hat, and a
course.
parasol.
I was thinking more like Little Britain with them. With...
Really?
Oh my god.
Wait,
Oh,
hello. I'm Shinju. I'm here to.
It could be our maids in waiting. The beautiful Gina and Bobette.
oh god.
With the bodyguards somehow also cross-dressed. Timothy Shortcut.
Timothy Shortcut.
Yeah, because you're trim.
I
whatever,
know,
whatever
but
your
shape.
alter
Shortcut.
ego name is.
Shape Shortcut.
I don't know why we're all cross-dressing, but
Well, I mean, I don't know why we're all cross-dressing. I mean, I look like a boy either way, so
Aw.
Shall we just stick to Dorothy's plan?
yeah.
yeah.
Let's-
For what purpose? I need to appear as myself. Oh hi, yeah. Sometimes I wear like fucking tighty whities.
No, I was saying.
Yeah,
Because,
sometimes I wear booty shorts and like a crop top. And you can call me
No.
Dana.
sometimes in like obviously like Fast and that they dress the blokes up in drag and get them pretend to be the woman that's meant to be meeting the other bloke, and of course it gets them into wherever.
So what you're
Of
describing is a
course,
catfish.
we can dress Jin up as Shinju. Why
That's
don't we
what
think of
I'm
this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
They've got the same skin tone for no inexplicable reason.
Except they don't.
No.
Jin has like dark charcoaly skin.
Well, look, we can buff it.
If you put on the lipstick a bit too thick, we might have to call him something that's a bit racially insensitive.
This is why we have like white face, like whatever the fuck, what women use to make their faces paler.
Powder.
I
There
just
you
want.
go.
I can just imagine though, whilst all this is happening, and you all, as you're talking between yourselves and all this kind of like discussions, dressing in drag, you turn around and there's Bob. He's already got a wig on from the bag of holding, just with a smile on his face. And, with like
Bob
a
has
mirror
got
and
his face just
lipstick.
scribbled out. Hat of disguise. Find one.
oh man. Bob can wear the
I'm
bonnet.
there with a.
Bob can wear the bonnet. Oh my god.
And
Right,
straight
let's
away,
just
I'm
do
looking for
Okay,
the
so-
uniform.
Okay, so the plan is, Durafil, you're going to snoop around the Gerudo estate, like, doing the whole being.
I'll have to
Working.
talk to Lord Gerudo first.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
So-
me why don't Dorothil, me, and Trim go to the front entrance of Gerudo's estate? Reveal that I am she and that I'd like to talk and that Dorothil would like to start his day's work. And then Jin and Bob, is their choice whether they're going to sneak in or go and do something else.
Or would you rather us sneak in or come in through the front door as your entourage?
You could come in the
Actually,
front door
not
of
certain.
our entourage.
But don't forget, we do need to find out the results.
Yes, but we'll
Yeah.
go and find out the results first of all.
Yeah, first thing morning. Up, 8 o'clock, right? And
So
sharp.
bad, we think.
Earlier than
Definitely.
8 o'clock.
Goes to bed.
I look at the barkeep in a not direct fashion. Slightly, hand obscuring a little bit. Good sir, just if we could possibly ask for a 7:30 wake up call and plenty
Here
of
is a
coffee
bribe.
for my friend.
I'll be right back. Presume
You
I'm
saw
oversleeping.
He's just trying to find the words to, well, say what he's going to do to Bob in the nicest possible way. But he can't. He's just going to say, right, you all could have rooms. There is no wake-up call. This is not a bleeding hotel. This is an inn. And that little sod is going outside.
How dare you, sir? That person you are calling a sod happens to be my deformed cousin. How dare you? It's not his fault he's like this.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but he is a complete and total waste. He's not even going to remember what he's had, so he's out.
Fine then. In fact, fine then. Then I'll just hand my key to whichever one of you doesn't have room key and be like, fine then. Then we can take our business elsewhere. Not leaving Bob behind.
No kobold left behind. Rights for
Right.
kobolds. Kobold
Rights
rights,
for kobolds.
2017.
Yes.
God. That's how Trim's going to retire, isn't it? It's not going to be relaxing in a villa or going back to the clergy. She's going to be fighting for kobold rights.
Yes.
She'll be chained up
Like
against
Hermione
the,
and house elves.
Yes.
She'll be chaining herself to the railings, the town hall, with kobolds for rights. Little placards
Kobold
over
rights.
her neck.
Be the new suffragette. The last time we ever hear of her is her running out in front of a chariot race,
Yeah.
getting
That
trampled
would be
by
good.
horses, but somehow surviving.
Because I'm using the friggin' load of cure wounds, that's how.
I found some poppy seed and onion bagel sticks.
Nice.
Anyway, so
So yeah, so you guys rest till morning.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Cool. Morning has broken. It's a nice. It's actually not that nice a day. It's a storm was rolled in the early
Yeah.
hours. It's not torrential downpour, but it's that sort of heavy, big drops of rain. Started to wear a few people down. So who should we deal with first? Or are you all going to go as a group?
We're all going as a group, I think.
Cool.
We were going to have a look at the results first, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, then Durathil.
Fine. We're all going together, I believe.
Yes, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Just stick with you just for the focus of things because this was your thing you started.
Okay.
You and the party return to the Librarium Secundum. And the same professor you saw last night is there this morning. He's just making notes in a very large tome with very gentle quill strokes as you approach.
Can I wait outside just watching who is watching us?
Yeah, this is
If there
like
is.
inside and on the second level sort of thing.
Right.
Like, the entire library is broken down into sections of learning. But anyway, what are you doing, Durathil?
Oh shit, I'm not in disguise. Oh well.
Well, just pretend that you are.
Just pretend I'm in
Let's
disguise.
just stick on that moustache pretty quick.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we did it in the morning before we came. Because I
Oh,
was
fair
going to
enough.
say I'll wear one of Dorothil's capes or something over my head because I'm not meant to be out.
That's I have more than enough clothes for you to wear. Oh shit, what was the voice again? I'll just go with this then. Ah, hello, good sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
His pen instantly darts off to the side as you made him jump and oh,
Oh, I
fine.
apologise. I didn't mean to startle you so.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. It's just another mark in the book that's going to be scratched out. How are you this morning? You feeling well?
Oh, I must admit I could barely sleep at all. I was so concerned about the results today. Do you have any news?
I have some news, yes. And he puts the quill down for a second and he takes off from the desk a small collapsible sort of wand. And starts poking you in the sides gently, going, "No pain?" When I...
Ow. I mean, no.
Interesting. And collapses it back up again. It goes from a decently sized one to about the size of a small baton.
Mm.
And he puts it down on the desk and he scrambles through a notebook and he jots down a quick few notes. Well, that's good news then. Turns out the stuff you bought is highly infectious.
Oh, heaven forbid! No, I do apologise. I didn't mean to have put you at risk, sir.
You didn't put me at risk. You put my students at risk.
Oh, dear.
I'm afraid one of them's come down with the disease and, well, it's a bit unfortunate, really.
Is there any cure we found, or?
Fire tends to be a very good cure for it.
Oh. Hmm.
Acid. Not so much
No.
lightning.
No medicinal.
No, nothing
Wait.
medicinal, I'm afraid. It has to be magic.
So you just have to vaporize the person in question.
Or the things afflicted, yes.
Hmm.
Could we see the student, or do you know of where this infected student is?
Right now, and he's trying to get a good view of where the sun is. Right now, possibly in an urn. It's a bit hard to tell.
Oh. Hmm.
It's quite infectious, you see. As soon as he got infected, his health took an immediate nosedive. Couldn't risk it infecting the whole library.
And am I infected, or?
Well, hence the poking. We can always check again. And he pulls out his stick and he pokes you again, just sort of below the ribs. Any pain?
Not really.
And he pokes you again, just sort of below the sternum, just about where the diaphragm would be. With a fair bit of pressure, it's a bit hard to breathe. And there?
No, I don't think so. Just a bit weird, but I'll be fine, right?
Well, you seem to be. You haven't shown any signs of the first stage of infection.
What's the first stage of infection?
Difficulty breathing.
Huh.
Second stage is complete loss of appetite and ability to ingest fluids. And then the final stage is sadly death. And then undeath.
How quick does this happen?
Depends on the individual, I suspect. Like I said, my student went down very quickly.
So it's a magical disease.
Yes, but nothing medicinal can fix it. It has to be cured with magic.
Hmm.
Surely you
All
know
right.
that. Magic must defeat magic.
This is true.
Bonus points if those of you in the audience can get what the reference is from.
All magic comes at a price.
I was half hoping more that you'd do Blackadder the Third, and it's like, well, what are the symptoms of this pill? Well, you have mood swings, you get incredibly happy, and then you jump into a corner.
I was
I
thinking
remember
more
that
the
I was thinking more Blackadder goes
Scarlet
forth.
Pimpernel.
Yeah.
That's what I was referencing. You know, they sort of have like the mood swings, and then you get a
First of all, you get
happiness.
extremely angry, and then forgetful. Yes, forgetful. And then you suddenly get joys of happiness, and you just want to jump in the corner and then die.
Yeah.
No, sadly, when it comes to things like this, all I can think of is the Blackadder goes forth of
Second.
put the underpants over your head, stick 2 pencils up your nose, and answer everything with the word "wibble."
And then
I-
don't
yeah,
much
I was
it.
thinking
I
more-
hope someone has to put underpants on their head, put 2 pencils up their nose and say, and quibble.
No, I was thinking more Blackadder the Second, where he goes to try and get himself sorted for his manservant, and he's like, let me guess, the course of, I'm going to prescribe you a course of leeches. Oh, I'm guessing you want me to put it on my todger. No, we don't live in the Dark Ages. Just pop 2 under the tongue and let them dissolve.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was good. Oh, God, I miss Blackadder. Anyway, back to the game at hand. So, that goes down, and he gives you your sort of feedback on the whole thing of, it's incredibly dangerous. His level of cure diseases doesn't seem to have any effect on it. The only way to really fix it is to literally disintegrate the infected food and the infected people.
Well, that solves one problem. You don't need to hold back. Thank you
Yes.
so much for your time, sir. I do apologize for your student, but
Oh, it's alright, they're fully expendable. Loads of students want to be the next things in sliced bread in the medicine field, and unfortunately, they forget that all things come with a price.
even magic. Yes, I have to suddenly leave town, so I hope you don't die of infection. That would be most sad for the world of medicine.
Oh, no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I've sent my findings to my superiors, who will then send it on to the military, who will most likely just scorch earth the entire district, and we'll have to start again.
I mean, that's a method.
That's what we did last time. It was wonderful.
Well, yes.
Last time? Wait,
You mean this
what
happened
happened
before?
last time?
Oh, I found evidence of this old thing in a history tome when looking it up. Nothing devastating. Back in the Dragon Wars in the last era, and the
May
capital got infected.
Read this tome.
Yes, and he waddles over to you, and he goes to this small bookshelf that he's got, and he pulls out a whopping huge tome. It's probably a good 6-7 inches thick. Slams it down on the table, and he just folds open the first few pages. The entire thing is like ring bound. It's not even glue bound.
Yeah.
I said, all the information you're looking for is in here, my lad.
Okay. What specific page was the mention of the sickness?
Let me see here. And he just grabs wads at a time and goes, nope. Was it? And he starts doing it page by page. Here we go. This page right here. And it's the general gist of it is some of it's wax poetic. If you want to not make it sound as bad, but can you read Draconic?
Yes, I can.
Lucky you. Yeah, so reading through it sounds quite bad, but at the same time, they obviously got whatever this was in a weaker strain of some sort. They only had to burn a village down as opposed to an entire section of a city.
So, yeah. So it's an old spell. Interesting.
Very interesting. That says a lot about our necromancer, if it's him. Thank you very much. I may return and do further research. After all, research always leads to answers.
Indeed.
But anyway,
Knowledge is power, and guard it well.
Precisely. You can never have too much power. Anyway, I must go and exercise my right to day drink. Good day. I'll speak to you later, good sir.
Pleasant adventurings.
Anyway,
And
really...
sees you off. And with that, we shall take a quick 5-minute break for us to recharge our glasses.
Yeah.
And what have you. So don't go anywhere, folks. We shall be right back in just a few moments. I'll have to meet you guys in Skype, so I won't be able to hear you when I get back. Just FYI.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to go and check my blood. Yeah.